Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar and on this website on thisday.com.
For links to those sources, some music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander.
Show him.
And you are you. Today is Tears' Day, aka Tuesday's Day, aka Tuesday, March 14th, 2023.
Yes. And you can start it.
Alright, we're going to start us off in 1369. We have the Battle of Montiel. Peter of Castile, Peter the Cruel, with support from England, was defeated by an alliance between the French and his half-brother, Henry II. Oh, wow, dude. Man. Betrayed by his half-brother, Henry II. Man, you know, I know someone named Henry. He'd never betray me. So.
No.
We got the Battle of Ivory in 1590. French King Henry IV, another Henry. Man, you know, these Henrys are all over the place. Henry IV defeated Catholic League during the French Wars of Religion. Huh.
Nice.
Wow. And then we also have a Convention of the Estates of Scotland. 1689, the Convention of the Estates of Scotland met to decide an offering of the Scottish crown to William III and Mary Stuart or to James II of England. Oh, Mary Stuart, is that Mary Queen of Scots?
Guessing, yeah.
Mary Stuart. Yeah, it is. Alright.
Good. Good pull. Also, now it's my turn. We have cotton gin machine. 1794, Eli Whitney's patent, the cotton gin machine, revolutionized the cotton industry in the southern U.S. states.
Yep, and a little bit of a bleak history to the cotton gin. A lot of people think that it helped with the whole thing involving slavery. Well, it didn't. It just expanded slavery because it had made it a lot, faster, mechanizing, it. So now they need more slaves to harvest more cotton to produce more through the gin. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Pope Pius VII, 1800, Luigi Chiaramonti elected Pope Pius VII.
Huh. Interesting. Alright.
Yes. An election of interest. 1801, Henry Addington becomes Prime Minister of the United Kingdom after his friend William Pitt the Younger resigns after being unable to persuade King George III of the need for Catholic emancipation.
Wow. So kings really have got to listen to, their underlings, Well.
Yes.
Moving on up to 1847, we got a music premiere of Giuseppe Verdi's opera Macbeth at the Teatro della Pergola, Florence. Macbeth. So, wasn't that a Shakespearean play?
Yes, it was.
Ah, so I guess he made an opera off of it.
I'm good.
1858, Ellen G. White received a vision while attending a funeral service in Lovett's Grove near Bowling Green, Ohio. Alright, she was a religious leader, so. Okay. And some more music history here. In 1864, Gioacchino Rossini's Petite Messe Solennelle premiered at his home in Paris, France. Ah.
Nice. And a salute to the Salvation Army. 1880, Salvation Army of England starts work in the U.S. at Harry Hill's Variety Theater in New York City.
Yep. And depending on where you're from, if you're from the States, this is a salute. If you're from England, this is a salute for whatever reason. I don't, or this, or they have weird salutes.
Yeah. Also, a music premiere in 1885, W.S. Gilbert and Arthur Sullivan's comic opera, The Mikado, premieres in London at the Savoy Theatre.
Yo, look at these beards. Like the first one, W.S. Gilbert, that's a biker beard, but this other one, what the hell is happening? Like,
he wants to be a biker, but he's not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's kind of like a scene out of Flapjack. He looks like he has a fake beard going on. It doesn't connect. Got it.
And it's your turn.
Go for it.
And the historical invention, 1899, German Ferdinand von Zeppelin receives a U.S. patent for a navigational balloon.
Ah, yep. Into the air. Yeah.
Yes.
We got a scientific discovery in 1900. Dutch botanist Hugo de Vries rediscovered Gregor Mendel's laws in hereditary genetics. How do you rediscover those? So.
And I'm sorry, that picture makes him look like he's Catholic.
It does. But see here,
Like
Gregor Mendel, through his work on pea plants, discovered the fundamental laws of inheritance. He deduced that genes come in pairs and are inherited as distinct units, one from each parent. Mendel tracked the segregation of parental genes and their appearance in the offspring as dominant or recessive traits. And, that goes through everything. Us, too, the chromosomes.
Wow.
So.
Mate, nice.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. The X gene comes from the father.
Yes. However, there has been recent allegations suggesting that the egg in the female, it has a mind of its own, for lack of a better term. Like, it selects what sperm can come into it. So.
Okay.
So it's still the actual gene comes from the men, but the women hold the door, essentially.
Yeah.
So.
I was wondering if you was getting that. I was talking about the X-Men reference. The X gene.
No.
Yeah, the X gene for the mutants comes from the male.
Okay.
Okay.
That went right over my head, dude. I thought you were talking about chromosomes.
No, I'm joking, man. Also, you got a music premiere.
I do. 1901, we had the first performance of Anton Bruckner's Sixth Symphony in A. Gustav Mahler leading the Vienna Philharmonic in Graz, Austria. Huh. Dude, every time I see Gustav Mahler, he looks like... I don't know. I've seen him before. Not him. I've seen that face. He looks familiar.
It looks like a nicer, cleaner David. Or Hawk.
Yeah, he looks like a healthy Hawk. That's what he does. Yeah, that's right. He looks like my half-brother if he actually had meat on his bones. We also have another historic event in 1913. John D. Rockefeller gave $100 million to Rockefeller Foundation. Oh, what a charitable individual. He gave himself $100 million. Wow. That mustache, though.
Yes.
Oh.
Man, covered his mouth like okay.
Well, it looks like baleen, like the teeth from whales, although it's on the outside. So.
Yeah.
We also have another historic event in 1923. U.S. President Warren G. Harding became the first president to pay taxes. Huh. Okay.
That picture makes him look like he's upset. I'm the president. Why do I gotta pay taxes?
Yeah, well, presidents are citizens too. They gotta pay in,
Technically, we're the boss.
Well, the boss has to pay in most to keep the ship running, right?
No, we're their boss.
Oh, well, technically, yeah, that is true. So.
Okay, and we have radio history. 1937, Battle of the Century. Fred Allen and Jack Benny meet on radio during their feud.
Huh. I want to backtrack a little bit. I saw something interesting here. Where'd it go? 1931. That looks interesting.
1930. Yeah, you can read it.
Oh, no, I was going to say 1931, 1935, 1936. So.
Sure. Let's do this. 1931, first theater built for a rare movie projection, New York City.
So I believe that's projecting movies from behind the audience instead of in front.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know that. The modern movie theaters we have today.
Yeah, as opposed to when you're in a classroom and you have the projector, they go up to the front. That's how it used to be. So
you said 31, 33, and 35?
35, 36.
Okay. I'm going to go down from 31 to 36.
All right.
1933, U.S. Civilian Conservation Corps begins free conservation program. That is nice.
We need to breathe,
Yes. Also in 1935, 36 Folsom becomes first line to use one-man streetcars in San Francisco.
Huh. Good
Using
old
those trolleys.
Street. Yeah.
Also, 1936, Federal Register, first magazine of the U.S. government, published its first issue.
I had no idea the government had a magazine. You know,
Yeah, I never knew.
I mean, like I knew they had like firearm magazines, but not like like reading material.
That's
Huh.
interesting. That's like the more you know.
Yeah. 1937, Pope Pius XI published anti-Nazi encyclical Mit Brennender Sorge. So let's take a look at that. Mit Brennender Sorge. Let's see if I can find a wiki for that. I can. So,
That's awesome.
On the Church and the German Reich is an encyclical by Pope Pius issued during the Nazi era on March 10th, 1937. So it was issued on March 10th, but it was published today. Okay, so that makes sense. Oh, my other monitor is frozen, so I'm just gonna have to do the background stuff in the foreground, unfortunately. So let's see, add that. All right. Okay. Let's move on up. 1940, The Road to Singapore, directed by Victor Schirner-Zinger, starring Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, and Dorothy Lamour. First of 7 such film premieres. What? First of 7 such films. So it's like a 7-film thing to get to Singapore?
Let's be some wild adventures.
Must be. And then we also got another historic event, 1943. During the Second World War, Krakow Ghetto was liquidated. That's not good. So,
No.
no. And back to you, sir.
Yes, and we have a film premiere in 1946. American film noir classic Gilda starring Rita Hayworth and Glenn Ford, and directed by Charles Vidor. Premieres in New York City.
New York City!
Yeah. Also, 1954, Milwaukee Braves future home run king Hank Aaron homers in his debut exhibition game against the Boston Red Sox.
Wow, what a way to make an appearance.
Yes. Ooh, and a contract of interest. 1956, 50-year-old pitching star Satchel Paige signs a contract to play for and manage the Birmingham Black Barons of the Negro National League.
Now that's interesting because I remember that there was a thing put in the MLB, I guess the white form of baseball back then. That
Yeah.
I think that players cannot be managers and managers cannot be players. I might be wrong, but that's interesting because if I'm right, then the rules have not moved on to this other national league that thankfully isn't around anymore. It's been incorporated into the MLB, so now everybody's in the same pool, which is good. But that's interesting. How can you play and manage at the same time?
You gotta have, he's gotta have the courage to do so. I'm guessing.
Well, it's beyond courage. It's just the mental ability. No one man can do 2 things like that at once. Play and manage. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff on your shoulders. No
Oh,
matter
yeah.
who you are. Anyway. We got an NBA record, 1960. Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain set NBA playoff record of 53 points in Warriors' 132-112 win over Syracuse Nationals at the Philadelphia Civic Center. All right. An NHL record, 1962. This is an Alice article here. Red Wings forward Gordie Howe, of course Gordie Howe, became the second player in NHL history to score 500 career goals in Detroit's 3-2 loss to New York Rangers. Oh, man. So he still lost, but he still got his 500 career goals, so that's something.
That's still good.
And then we got a murder of interest. 1964, Dallas, Texas. Jack Ruby was sentenced to death for Lee Harvey Oswald's murder. Yeah. So, it's a conspiracy. What's the word? A hitman for the hitman. They
Yeah.
got Lee Harvey Oswald to kill Kennedy, and then to shut him up, they used Jack Ruby, and then to shut him up, they put him to death. So, yeah.
Correct. Ooh. And we have a film released in 1966. British film Born Free, based on the book Born Free by Joy Adamson, released starring Virginia McKenna and Bill Travers.
Huh. All right.
And also, a historical event, 1967, JFK's body moved from temporary grave to a permanent memorial.
Temporary grave. That's weird. Huh.
Also, 1971, Australia Open men's tennis. Ken Rosewall of Australia beats American defending champion Arthur Ashe 6-1, 7-5, 6-3. First man to win an Open era Grand Slam singles title without dropping a set. That is wow.
What's a set?
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I'm
I
guessing,
just wish I knew what
I'm
it
guessing,
meant.
I'm guessing, the game, a match. Like, I'm guessing. I'm going by fighting game.
Yeah. 1971, Barbara Streisand appeared on the Burt Bacharach special on CBS TV. Huh. Good old Burt Bacharach. More music history here. 1971, the Rolling Stones left England for France to escape taxes. Of course, we have the drummer of the Rolling Stones is Charlie Watts, who is giving off major "Oh my" vibes. Charles Decay, or whatever Decay.
English, Decay.
English Decay, yeah. 1972, we got the 14th Grammy Awards. Carole King's "It's Too Late." Bill Withers' "Ain't No Sunshine When You're Gone." Carly Simon, Isaac Hayes, "Muddy Waters," and Bill Evans won. All right. And I think it's back to you, sir. You got the Grammy Awards here. Oh, this guy again.
Yeah. Grammy Awards in 1972. Muddy Waters wins his first Grammy Award. His album, They Call Me Muddy Waters.
Muddy Waters. Don't drink him. Not good.
Okay. Also a historical event. 1973, future U.S. Senator John McCain is released after spending over 5 years at a North Vietnamese prisoner of war camp.
Man, that really screwed up his brain. You know,
Yeah.
you think somebody like John McCain would want nothing to do with war, but nah. Yep.
Also, 1976, jockey Bill Shoemaker wins his 7,000th race.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot of races.
yes it is.
Moving on up to 1984, we got an assassination attempt. Gary Adams, head of Sinn Féin, was seriously wounded in an assassination attempt in central Belfast. So yeah, he's more of the troubles, the Irish, free stuff, like. So. And we got the 13th People's Choice Awards in 1987. Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep win with motion picture. It has to be a spaghetti western or maybe the military one. I did not know Clint Eastwood starred in military motion pictures, like, military oriented.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah. Then also Bill Cosby and Sybil Shepherd win with TV. And,
You already know, all drinks on...
yeah. Then we got some sports history. 1987, New York Met Darryl Strawberry charged Red Sox pitcher Al Nipper during spring training exhibition game, caused bench clearing brawl. So that sounds like a fight.
Yep, that's brawl, yeah.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've heard Strawberry getting into an altercation, so this guy
Damn,
was...
he cleared the bench.
Yeah, no, they all came and, like, swarmed, like charged. I think he, like, ran at the pitcher, and then everybody at the bench came out on the field and started hitting each other. Oh.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, the Soul Train Music Awards, 1990, fourth Soul Train Music Awards, Soul to Soul, Janet Jackson win.
Huh.
Yeah, and also historical event in 1990, Mikhail Gorbachev becomes president of the Soviet Congress.
Good old Gorbachev. Played by
And
the great actor...
Oh, no, not that. I found out that's Nikita Khrushchev.
Oh, he played Khrushchev.
Yeah.
We were talking about...
That was Stalin, yes.
Yeah, Buscemi.
Buscemi played... Yeah, he played Khrushchev.
Okay. We gotta watch that movie again.
Yes, we do. Also, 1991 men's figure skating championship in Munich, won by Kurt Browning, Canada.
Yep.
Of course, they won. He's got home field advantage. They are on ice.
Yeah. They're like the Russians of the West, essentially.
And it's your turn. I did my three.
All right, 1991, the Dave Matthews Band performed their first show as part of a benefit for the Middle East Children's Alliance. All right, that's cool. We got the Farm 8 5, 1992, held in Irving, Texas. Performers included Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Arlo Guthrie, Asleep at the Wheel, Kentucky Headhunters, Texas Tornadoes, Bonnie Raitt, Tracy Chapman, Paul Simon, and Mary Chaplin Carpenter. Oh. And Neil Young is definitely asleep at the wheel, thinking he has any pull on Spotify versus Joe Rogan. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We got some sports history. 1992, New York Met Daryl Boston, Vince Coleman, and Dwight Gooden were accused of struggle snuggle. That's not good. And I believe that was my three.
Okay. We have a theatrical finale in 1993. Herb Gardner stage drama Conversations with My Father, starring Judd Herschel and Tony Shalhoub. Closed at Royal Theater in New York City after 462 performances and a Tony Award.
Huh. Judd Hirsch. I've heard that name.
Yeah. And historical event. 1997, U.S. President Bill Clinton trips and injures his knee, requiring surgery. Yeah, I think he had to get a metal kneecap.
Yeah. You know, that's interesting and all, but why is it highlighted? Well, I guess because it's interesting. But, yeah, there's...
Oh, yes.
I was just going to go on a rant on, like, you know, how we've gone through, like, other highlighted things about, like, you know,
yeah.
JFK has, like, a colonoscopy or something. Why do we care? Like...
Yeah, look, I care about a doctor searching up JFK's ass.
Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, this one screams you if anything else does.
Yes, I got this. WrestleMania 2004, WrestleMania 20, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Chris Benoit wins triple threat title match with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. You know what the funny thing is? That this website, you know, has it on there while WWE's trying to erase what Chris Benoit his career.
What happened?
Yeah. He had an incident where he pretty much had a murder-suicide. He killed his family and hung himself.
Oh my God!
Yeah, even though he did what he did, but you can't forget that he was an incredible wrestler. But he did some horrible things.
Yeah. Oh.
You can't easily sweep that under the rug.
That's rough. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on up into the 20th Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 2005, the inductees were Buddy Guy, the OJs, the Pretenders, Percy Sledge, U2, Frank Barcelona, and Seymour Stein. Okay. Film and TV history, 2006, Mike Wallace retired from U.S. news program 60 Minutes after 37 years. Wow, that's a long time on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, 37 years from now, if we're still doing this show, I'm going to lose my mind. 2011, 26 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees: Alice Cooper Band, Neil Diamond again, Dr. John, Darlene Love, Tom Waits, Leon Russell, Jack Holzman, and Art Roop. Put into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All right. Who's this guy? Tom Waits. Huh. That's an old picture.
He waits.
He waits. When he's still alive. He was born in 1949. That's an old picture though. It's black
Tom
and white.
Waits. That sounds familiar. What band is he with? Or I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know. And then 2013, Winnie the Pooh was named the new president of the People's Republic of China. Okay. And then, going from one leader of an evil nation to another, 2016, President Vladimir Putin ordered Russian troops out of Syria. Huh.
Hey, to be honest with them, at least Russia's honest about their fucking brutality.
Yeah. That's I've said that, for many years, the U.S., for all how great it is, it's, other nations physically are far worse, but like like what's the word? Like not morally, but at least they don't hide behind lies like we do out here, you know. So, but I believe it's back to you. Oh, you get to talk about this individual.
Okay. Oh my God, I don't know. Okay. And election of interest, 2018, Angela Merkel sworn in for fourth term as German Chancellor, head of the coalition government 171 days after the general election.
I don't know much about German politics, but from what I've heard, a lot of people call her the female Hitler. So, not good. But
Yeah,
then again, that word is thrown around everywhere these days, so I don't even know if it's,
pretty much, yes.
yeah.
Also, 2018, NASA twin study finds that Scott Kelly is no longer identical to his twin brother after 1 year in space. 7% of his genes altered.
Space radiation is real. That's
Yes.
that's wild. Could you imagine, growing up your whole life with a twin and then coming back from space and being like, "Oh, we're not twins anymore." What? Like, wow, that's insane, dude.
And also a historical event.
Before you continue, 2019, if you don't mind, the
Which
first
one?
the blue one.
Okay. Also in 2019, California officially free of drought for the first time in more than 7 years since December 2011. Ooh, okay.
Yep. And since then, everybody knows about the Pineapple Express, that we got all the tropical rains, that we had all the floods and everything in Northern California, and we've subsequently sent 96% of all that collected water right back into the ocean. So, because California is SMRT smart, stupid. Oh, there's another 2019, if you don't mind, the Google one.
Sure. Also, 2019, Google announced its employee Emma Hakura Iro has broken the world record for calculating pi to 31.4 trillion digits on Pi Day using Google Cloud.
Wow. 31.4 trillion digits. So, like, a digit is a number, essentially. So they calculated pi 3.1, or, yeah, 3.14. Oh, I get it. They just moved the decimal point. Instead of 3.14, it's 31.4 trillion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clever. That's cute. 2019, the U.S. Senate passed resolution overturning President Donald Trump's national emergency declaration. Okay. Well, God, like the political cesspool that we live in today is, I don't think it's been peered with anything else throughout all of history. It is just insanity. So, 2021 63rd Grammy Awards. Beyonce broke record for most Grammys won by a singer at 28. Taylor Swift won Album of the Year, and Billie Eilish won Record of the Year. 28 Grammys. Wow. You're gonna need to get a warehouse to store all those, lady. That is a lot. And then 2022, Dolly Parton removed herself from the ballot for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame of saying, quote, "I don't feel that I have earned that right," end quote. Well, it's not about you. It's about how others feel about you, Dolly. So,
But hey, at least she's honest about it,
She's being a little too humble,
Hey, she's a down south woman. What do you expect? Southern lasses are, like that.
well, if she doesn't want to make the award, then, I will be more than happy to, help her in the kitchen during Thanksgiving. I want to learn a thing or two.
No, don't do that. Southern women are really, they get mad when you do something wrong.
True. But at least you don't get as mad as an Italian mother when you break spaghetti. Anyway, before we move on into Burst of Death's audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wish we had elaborated more about? Anything you would have liked us to add had you been here? Start a dialogue in the comments section. Let's move on into Bursts. Mr. Sohan, why don't you start us off, good sir?
Sure. Let's see. Let me get... Starting off in 1623, we have Adam Nicholas Gascon, Dutch Walloon composer and Kapellmeister, St. Paul's Collegiate Church, 1659 to 68. Born in Liege, Holy Roman Empire, now Belgium. Died 1668.
Man, that's
Yeah.
now Belgium. Every time I see stuff like that, borders change, countries grow, they fall, they form, empires come and go. You know,
Yep.
like every time I think of that, I think of Mother Teresa, who was born in the Ottoman Empire, and at like what 8 years old or something. That's when World War One broke out, and she was on the front line essentially. Like, no wonder she was such an advocate for peace. She saw people getting exploded like on her doorstep
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Yep. Also in 1820, we have Victor Emmanuel II, King of Sardinia, 1849 to 1861, and Italy, 1861 to 1878. Born in Torino, Italy.
Wow, look at that beard. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's part of his color or if he really does have like a really big like chin pull. Like, but that mustache is serious.
No one knows. Also in
Oh wow, you son of a gun! You get this guy, yo man.
also 1879, we have Albert Einstein, German-born theoretical physicist, famous for his theory of relativity and E equals mc squared. 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics, born in Ulm, German Empire.
Oh, Ohm, good old Ohm. I've heard of Ohm. You get to play as Ohm in or Europa Universalis. So
Nice.
that's cool. We also have, who else was born on this date? Frank Borman, 95 today. He's, wow. 1928, a U.S. astronaut, Gemini 7 and Apollo 8, and CEO of Eastern Airlines from 1975 through 86, born in Gary, Indiana. All right, well, happy birthday. 95, man. You know what? That makes me wonder, who, oldest astronaut? Uh, Senator John Herschel Glenn Jr. So he was the well, I don't even know how to word the question that's in my mind. Um, I guess he was the oldest person ever to be an astronaut, and that would have to be this guy at 77 years old. He was the oldest human ever to travel in space. Um, wow, that's cool. We also have Michael Caine, 1933, English actor, and Alfie, born in London, England. He's 90 today. Happy birthday. And Quincy Jones Jr., 90 as well, 1933. A U.S. jazz trumpeter, composer, arranger, record producer, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, We Are the World. Wow. And film producer, The Color Purple, born in Chicago, Illinois. Man, this guy had his fingers in a bunch of stuff. Not to sound weird, but yeah, he was involved with a lot of things. Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, We Are the World, The Color Purple. These are all like big things.
Mm-hmm.
But back to you, good sir.
1952, we have Martin Dempsey, American General Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, 2011, and now born in New Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, 2011 till present. So he's currently still the chairman of the
Yeah.
Joint Chiefs of Staff, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
Also in 1958, we have Danny Meyer, American restaurateur, Shake Shack, Union Square Cafe, born in St. Louis, Missouri.
I heard Shake Shack has some really good fries, so I'm gonna have to try that.
Oh, and 1960, we have Kirby Puckett, American Baseball Hall of Fame center fielder, 10-time MLB All-Series 1987-91, American League Championship MVP 1991, 6 Gold Glove Award, Minnesota Twins, born in Chicago, Illinois.
Man, this is probably why it's a good thing that I'm never gonna be like a baseball manager, because if I was like the coach of his team or something, I'd be like, fuck it, send in Puckett. Like, I don't know. Got
It's your turn.
Amir Khan. Khan! 58 today, born on this date in 1965. He's an Indian Bollywood actor, director, and talk show host. Three Idiots, Lagan, PK, born in Mumbai, India. Alright. That's a show I'd like to join. Like, I have the credentials to join the Three Idiots right there. I'm an idiot. Huh. Then you have to rename it to Four Idiots. I don't know. We also have Stephen Curry, 35 today, born on this date in 1988. U.S. basketball guard. NBA career three-point record holder, NBA MVP 2015 through 16. Golden State Warriors, born in Akron, Ohio. Huh. I've heard of Akron. So, and then Simon Biles, 1997, or Simone Biles, I don't know. A U.S. gymnast, Olympic gold floor team, vault all-around 2016. Born in Columbus, Ohio. Hey.
You said it right the second time. Simone.
Yeah. Yeah, Sim 1. Like, have you ever seen the movie Simone?
Yeah. You talking about that one with Al Pacino and the AI?
I don't remember the actor, but yeah, he made an AI and everything, and then like she started taking over, and then he tried to like prove that she was an AI, and then the whole world like disowned him or something. Like.
Yeah. No, he made a fictional pop star. Yeah.
Named Simone. Simulation 1. So. But anyway, let's move on to the deaths. And once again, Mr. Sohan, would you like to start us off?
Yes. 840 Inghart, French nobleman, biographer. Vida Caroli Maggi, dies at 69. And in 1647, we have Frederick Henry, Prince of
Henrys
Orange.
Are all over the place, aren't they?
Yep.
Henry
Prince
over
of
here,
Orange
Henry
and...
over there, Henry over here, there. Old MacDonald had a Henry, E-I-E-I-O. Sorry.
Stadtholder of Holland, Zealand, Utrecht, Guelders, and Overijssel, 1625 to 1647. Dies at 63.
Dang. Oh, but
and
here we go. He's wearing a placemat. Like, here we go again. Yeah. Like.
1811, you have Augustus Fitzroy, 3rd Duke of Grafton, British Prime Minister, 1768 to I'm guessing 1770. Dies at 75.
Yeah. All right. It looks like he's getting ready to go on a fox hunt or something.
Yep. Now it's your turn.
Yep. Oh God. Wow. What kind of BS is this? You get Einstein and I get Karl Marx. That's not fair. Well, at least this is his death day, so I'll take that. 1883, we got Karl Marx, was a German philosopher, Communist Manifesto, and Das Kapital. Died, thankfully, at 64. A little too late, but better late than never. So this guy is the reason why, we have communism, socialism, and all that stuff. At least the labels for that. He's responsible for the Soviet Union and everything after that. China, Vietnam, what's happening in the States, what's happened in Canada. All that stuff. So you can thank this piece of crap. We got George Eastman, 1932, a U.S. inventor for the Kodak camera and founder of the Eastman Kodak Company, shot himself in the heart at 77. Wow. That's graphic. Why not just say
You can
suicide?
give love a bad name.
Wow. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Shot in the heart, but you're too late. You give love a bad name. But yeah, no, Kodak, which... yeah, they wanted to stick to their guns when technology was advancing, and then they became a footnote in history. So, who else do we got? Susan Hayward, 1975, a U.S. actress, young and willing, died of brain cancer at 56. That's awful.
Yeah. And 1977, we have Fannie Lou Hamer, American civil rights activist, Freedom Summer Students Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, dies of breast cancer at 59.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does it look like she was crying and her makeup is kind of smeared?
Maybe. Huh. Also, 1995, we have John Peters Humphrey, Canadian jurist and human rights advocate, Universal Declaration of on Human Rights, dies at 89.
Oh, man. we also
Yeah.
have who else died on this? Oh man, my heart.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking. May you rest in peace, you blessed individual. Died on this date in 2018. It's been 5 years. Wow. English physicist, black holes, and baby universes, died at 76. Man, dude, like his passing was tragic, but I mean, like he fought and struggled through everything, and he was supposed to die a long time ago. So
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finish the last one with 2022. Scott Hall, also known as Razor Ramon, American Pro Wrestler, 9-time WCW World Tag Team Champion, WWE Hall of Fame 2014, dies from a heart attack at 63.
didn't Alice talk to us last year? Like, oh hey, Razor Ramon just died or something. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So man,
Yeah.
wow. Well, rest in peace to the deaths. Happy birthday to the births. And that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes...
Shohin TV on Twitch.
Yep. For your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 11 Mountain,
12 Central.
and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all of you and all of us, I am Ao Xander.
Shohin.
And you are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, or I'm thinking about restarting the news show today. I've found a couple more weird news sources and everything, doing a little bit of a reformatting the past couple of weeks and figuring out what to do. So most likely that's going to come. I know I'm not really a man of my word with my promises with videos as of late, but like I'm trying. So, but anyway, until whenever you see us again, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodle!